So today I wanted to talk about the new casting of Robert Downey Jr. as, I almost said Iron Man, as Dr. Doom. Actually, I had recorded a video at the park a few days ago when this news broke, when it was like fresh, like hot off the presses, because I really wanted to jump on it and throw out my alternate casting. But I went to the park to record it and it was insanely noisy. I'll put in a little clip here to see what I was dealing with.
This is probably the noisiest park I've ever been in my entire life. I've had to stop recording like 6 times. You know, Human Torch to Captain America. That's fine, it worked, you know. I gotta hop around this fella here. Hold on. Welcome to Phoenix. So yeah, as I was saying, if he was breathing, don't worry, he was breathing. If Chris Evans does it, all right, I'm gonna try recording again, but I give it about maybe 10 seconds and there's gonna be some random scream or explosion or a car without a muffler. Oh, there's a scream. There's a scream. It was pretty close. I don't know if the microphone picked up on it.
So yeah, it was obnoxious. So instead I decided, hey, I'll just record it at home. So a couple days later than I would have liked, but it gave me a little more time to refine some of my picks. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to rant about Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. So when the news was announced that Robert Downey Jr. was going to play Dr. Doom, I had quite a few people message me on Instagram saying, what do you think? What are your thoughts? So here are my thoughts. I think it's stupid. I think it's a bad move. Now let me preface that by saying I love and respect Robert Downey Jr. as an actor. I think he's awesome. Less Than Zero is a masterpiece. Chaplin, brilliant. Tropic Thunder, look at his comedic versatility, great. And of course, Iron Man. The guy is Iron Man. He is Tony Stark. That's why it's such a radical transition to becoming a bad guy like Dr. Doom. My question is there a shortage of actors? Like, are we running out of people in Hollywood? We gotta just recycle the same guys? It's a weird move. It would be like Henry Cavill being Doomsday. It's just, we know him as such an iconic character already. It's just a weird choice, him becoming another one that's so iconic and so polar opposite. But I know a lot of people say, well, we love Robert Downey Jr., he's great. Of course, he can do it. I know he can crush the role of Dr. Doom and do just fine. I'm sure he'll be entertaining, I'm sure we'll all go see it, and it'll be awesome, and we'll all forget about Iron Man, right? But it's not a question of if he can, it's a question of if he should. It's like, give someone else a turn, you know what I mean? It's just a strange move. It seems like a strange move, and it feels kind of desperate. I know a lot of people have been saying that. It feels kind of awkward and desperate, like they're just really trying to get his name attached to another Marvel project any way that they can. And it's kind of weird. I think it's weird, and it's not the best move. So there's 3 things that I think they can do really with RDJ as Victor Von Doom. I think the first option is it could be some crazy multiverse wacky bullshit that they love to do, where everyone's like, wait a minute, that's Tony Stark. But now he's bad. Now he's Dr. Doom. Some weird alternate universe bullshit. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is kind of Josh Brolin as Thanos route, where like he's essentially just a voice actor. You're barely going to see his face. He's going to have the mask on 90 or 95% of the time. And it's going to be kind of like a James Earl Jones Darth Vader situation. That's option number 2. Option number 3, straight up recasting. He's Victor Von Doom, no alternate timelines, nothing like that. But he has very heavy makeup on. So we see his face, they'll want to capitalize on having Robert Downey Jr. there, so you'll see him without the mask, but it'll be like him in Oppenheimer, where like you barely recognize him because he'll have so much makeup on. I think that's option number 3. With Disney, I don't know, man. Disney I don't have very much faith in anymore. I was excited about Wolverine coming back. That's pretty cool, but aside from that, don't really trust them at all. I think they're probably going to fuck things up, so we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, like I said, before you jump on me in the comments, I really respect Robert Downey Jr. as an actor. I think he's awesome. He's a badass. He killed it as Iron Man. That's why it's so weird to see him jumping into another role. Just a strange move. Like I said, can he do it? For sure. Should he do it? Maybe give someone else another turn. So here's what I'm thinking. I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for an alternate universe casting. I love doing this on No Expectations Video Store. That link is below. Check out our other channel. But I thought this feels a little more unfazed, just a little more of a rant. And yeah, so here are my choices for alternate castings for Dr. Doom. So apparently there was a comic book series a while back where Dr. Doom took on the mantle of Iron Man, which actually sounds pretty cool, and I'm very interested in reading it. The artwork looks really badass, but I don't think that's what they're going to do, because that doesn't make sense. It's Dr. Doom being Iron Man, so that's not going to happen. And then apparently there was another comic book where it's some alternate universe bad Tony Stark that becomes Dr. Doom. Yeah, first time I'm hearing about it, but that's an option, but I don't know.
My George isn't clever enough to hatch a scheme like this.
Anyway, let's get into the alternate castings. So my first pick is Michael C. Hall. Yes, Dexter. I think he would be fantastic. He would have that dark, brooding intensity, and he would be a great villain. I think Michael C. Hall would be a fantastic choice. All right, second choice, Jason Isaacs. You'd know him from Harry Potter or The Patriot. Just look at this guy's face. He just has a Victor Von Doom look. I definitely think he could pull it off. All right, next one is Jack Houston, one of my personal favorites from this list. He was incredible on Boardwalk Empire. If you have not watched it yet, 110% go check it out. It's an amazing HBO series. But yeah, Jack Houston was one of the highlights of that series, and I think he would be a fantastic Victor Von Doom. All right, so the next person on this list, he's definitely a bit older. Some would say maybe too old for this role, but I don't know. I think with some Hollywood magic and, body doubles and stuff like that, I think he could really pull it off because he's a fantastic actor. Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons, I think, would be fantastic. Loved him in Die Hard with a Vengeance as Simon. Simon Says. He was such a good villain. Like I said, he is a bit older these days, but with some Hollywood magic, I definitely think it could work. And he was Alfred. Fun fact, he was Alfred, but that's DC. So, anyway. Okay, so I've got some runners up. I know this was going to be a list of 5, but it was just too fun. So here are some runner-ups. 2 of them have Marvel ties already. Benicio del Toro. He was already the Collector in Guardians of the Galaxy and I think one of the Thor movies. But nothing as iconic as Iron Man. So it would be a much easier transition for him to switch over to being Victor Von Doom. Benicio. Next choice, who also has a Marvel tie, is Corey Stoll. Brilliant actor. He was in the Ant-Man films. But like I said, nothing nearly as iconic as Iron Man. So, would be a much easier switch for those guys. And my third choice, as far as I know, does not have any Marvel ties, but he's just a brilliant actor. Liam Neeson.
My colleagues and I have acquired a very particular set of skills from decades of hands-on experience.
I think Liam could bring something interesting to the table for sure. And my number 1 pick, drum roll please, Viggo Mortensen. Yes, we love Viggo from Lord of the Rings, A History of Violence, Hidalgo. He's fantastic. I know some people said, I wouldn't want to see Viggo, get tarnished by Marvel or Disney. Okay, fair enough, but I'm sure he would love the paycheck, and I'm sure he would do something fantastic with the character. So Viggo is my number 1 choice. That being said, we'll see what Robert Downey Jr. does. I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm a big Dr. Doom fan. I remember as a kid, let me know if any of you guys remember this, there was a cartoon from the early 80s that I had on VHS. And I remember watching the shit out of it as a kid. It was Dr. Doom, Master of the World, or Master of the Universe. I think it was Dr. Doom, Master of the World, paired with The Incredible Hulk, one of the old episodes of the Incredible Hulk cartoon series. And I'll link that below. Because that was a freaking blast.
Once I take care of him, I will electronically control all of the minds of the entire UN Assembly. And when they meet tomorrow in special session, I, Dr. Doom, shall be voted Master of the World. My plan is foolproof, but just in case, this nuclear-powered flying robot will see to it that Spider-Man never bothers me again.
It wasn't particularly that great. It wasn't as good as the 90s Spider-Man the Animated Series or anything like that. But it was just one of those videos that we had and I obsessively watched. So it was a lot of fun. So I've definitely liked Dr. Doom for a very long time. But yeah, I don't know. I think Robert Downey Jr. is a bad choice. Now, that being said, I respect the hell out of him as an actor. I think he's awesome. I'm sure he'll do a great job as Dr. Doom in whatever weird way they spin it, whether it's just a straight up recasting or some alternate universe type thing. Like I said, it's not a question of if he can do it, it's a question of if he should. Like, give someone else a turn, you know what I mean? But anyway, we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, be sure to like and subscribe. And most importantly, remain unfazed. Thanks for watching.
Fire!
Say goodbye to your brother, Johnny.
There's an ice cream truck outside. Can you guys hear it? It's obnoxious. I think it's really a drug dealer. I don't like him.